Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show.
And Nigeria has become a home to millions of people across the world.
Welcome to Nigeria!
Welcome to Nigeria!
Great places to visit and people to engage with. Music here is fantastic.
Love Nigeria. Love who you are.
I really like Nigeria for its vibrancy. It's a big country, yes, but
It's part of it. What does Nigeria really mean to you?
it's my heart.
What I will remember most from Nigeria are very remarkable people.
For nothing, Gambia believes in Nigeria and its good people.
I already had the opportunity to have the taste of this magic land called Nigeria.
I love Nigeria.
Yes, you're welcome back to this special program this week. Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show. I'm still your host, Issa Sagu. You know, like we used to do it. Nigeria is a very, very lovely country. A country that has over 150 population, diverse ethnic groups here in Nigeria. We have Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. And in fact, we have a lot of foreigners who visit Nigeria for holidays and for investment. Nigeria is rich with a lot of potentials. That, of course, not until you visit, you will never know Nigeria. You must have heard so much about Nigeria. Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. But Nigeria is a lovely country. From testimonies from people who have visited Nigeria. Some are still here, some go, they come back, and Nigeria has become a home to millions of people across the world. This is Welcome to Nigeria. Here with me today is Mr. Kendrix. He's United States, is from United States of America, is a political advisor to the United States Embassy here in Nigeria. Of course, he has lived in Nigeria for a while now. It's an opportunity for us to share some of his experience about Nigeria. So, sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the U.S. Embassy.
How long have you been in Nigeria?
Well, I've been in Nigeria, I guess, just under 2 years.
There's always this impression about when officials from other countries, visitors, when they want to come to Nigeria for the first time, there's this pang of fear. They don't really understand what it is they are going to meet in Nigeria. Basically because of the impression and the stories on the global media about Nigeria. So how did you feel when you first heard you were coming to Nigeria, and how do you feel now?
Feelings of anxiety and all that sort of tension or whatever you're talking about, that's normal when you move anywhere. I've lived in several countries around the world, and everywhere you go you feel a bit of anxiety, especially when you're going somewhere you haven't been before. I'd never been to Nigeria, and I'd heard, just like anywhere else, you hear the positive and the negative. I was quite excited to come here, and I've been very happy with how it's turned out so far. Nigeria is a beautiful country, and I've really enjoyed working with the Nigerian people.
Then, of course, have you been to the continent before, or this is your first?
Before I came to Abuja, I'd been only to Northern Africa. But since I've been here and traveled, I've had the opportunity to travel around the rest of Africa, including several parts of West Africa, as well as going over to Ethiopia and South Africa. So I've started to develop a good feel for the continent, and I've really enjoyed it.
Again, there's one thing that's very important that the audience of this program needs to know, which is what actually sets the Nigerian experience from the other countries that you have visited.
Well, the first most important thing is that Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation. And right away, it's there's a lot of people, and it's a large country, but still it's not that large space. So right away, you're sort of in with everyone, elbow to elbow, and I think that can be overwhelming for some people. Certainly, I was actually just in Niger this last weekend. The country's about the same size, but they have 15 million people, not over 150 million people. So right away, you've got people in close proximity to each other, trying to live and work together. I'm from New York City originally, so I'm used to being close in with other people, but I know it can be a challenge for a lot of others.
Nigeria, there's this thing about Nigeria globally, this bad impression about Nigeria, and when people come here, they tend to keep to themselves. they don't go out. I know you must have had some friends here, or you have some friends that are Nigerian living here, some families. Can you share your experience with your Nigerian friends?
I've had a really fantastic time in Nigeria, being able to get out, see people, spend some time down in Lagos, being able to go, go to good restaurants and some of the bars and clubs there, and also in and around Abuja and the Middle Belt. There have been a lot of great places to visit and people to engage with. The music here is fantastic. It's really fun to get out and about, and I'd have to say I'm not totally on board with the perception that there are people who are so terrified they don't want to go out, because there's so much to do here.
This is Welcome to Nigeria TV talk show with Kendrix, who's the political advisor to the embassy, United States Embassy here in Nigeria. This is Welcome to Nigeria TV talk show if you're just joining us. I'm your host, Issa Sago. Let's take a short break and we'll be back.
Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show.
Hello, welcome to Nigeria, welcome to Nollywood.
Oh, welcome to this great country with great people, a country of opportunity, and a country that will clearly take its place in the world in the not-so-distant future, given the great things that are happening today and the things that we're preparing for the future. I'm excited. Welcome to Nigeria.
All right, welcome to Nigeria. I just tell you welcome. I tell you brace up. I tell you expect more. I tell you keep watching them. Keep watching this TV station. Keep watching this program. I know you will not regret it because they'll keep you informed constantly. Welcome to Nigeria.
Well, this is Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show. We're back on track on Welcome to Nigeria Television Talk Show. I'm still your host, Issa Sago, with Max Kendrix of US. He's a New Yorker. He was born in New York. He's a political advisor to the US Embassy here in Nigeria. So, Max, you said you have visited Lagos and one or two states. Can you share one of your experiences that, of course, that would want to make you come back to Nigeria if you have the opportunity?
Absolutely. I've actually visited, I think, over half of the states in Nigeria. Parts of the north, much of the middle belt, and a lot of the south, southeast, some of the southwest. I think I've traveled to maybe 16 or 17 states. But the experience that really I remember most vividly and will take with me and probably remember for the rest of my life was during the last elections. I had the opportunity to be an election observer. The Nigerian government invited the U.S. Embassy to act as election observers. And I was able to travel around Kaduna to the villages, into the city, and to see all the different ways that people organized themselves for the election. It was amazing because every voting station was slightly different. It had its own system of working, but everywhere you saw people working together, helping to protect their voice in the democracy. And cooperating, people would provide for women with children. They would make sure they had space in the shade. The old people, if there was an elderly person nearby, they would be brought a chair. I thought there were really these examples of kindness and teamwork that were really encouraging and inspiring. And I'll absolutely remember that for the rest of my life.
Have you encountered our cultural diversity? Have you had the close contact with our ways of life in terms of food?
In terms of food,
yeah.
I've had some encounters with Nigerian food. Yes.
Can you share it with us?
Oh, well, I had my unfortunate time that burned most of my head was I had a bushmeat stew once, which was it was I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a challenge. It was definitely something new. I like to go get the spicy fish.
The other fish.
It's just grilled fish. Grilled fish.
Okay.
I love that, and that's fantastic. I've had some pounded yam, but as I was mentioning earlier today, when I had pounded yam, it always make me very sleepy. So I don't have pounded yam quite as often anymore. But jollof rice. I mean, it's another signature dish of Nigeria that I've really enjoyed.
What about a drink? A local drink. That's one they call zobo.
No, I haven't had that. No, I've tried palm wine and I've had Chapman, but normally I stick with water.
Okay.
Nigerians drink as well.
Yeah, sure. Well, that is true. Well, again, our entertainment industry, in terms of music and film, what's your consideration about it?
Mm-hmm. You know, the Nigerian music industry is really diverse, exciting, big, very high energy, and in many ways it has a lot of similarities and synergies with our own. And you see a lot of exchange of ideas between American musicians and African musicians, and Nigeria being the most populous country in Africa, a lot of influence from Nigeria as well. I've enjoyed that. I like to go see the live music shows. On the film side of things, my brother actually is a young and starting filmmaker, and coincidentally, the same time that I came here, he flew to Lagos to work on a film with a Nigerian filmmaker, and he traveled from Lagos across to Enugu, to Igbo land, and actually worked on a Nigerian film in Nigeria. Now, I don't watch a lot of TV at home, but whenever I'm traveling at the hotel, you always turn it on, and Africa Magic is all Nigerian, all Nigerian shows all the time. And it's great, and it's very, as I said before, it's very high energy, very diverse, and we're starting to see an increase in the production values of these films as well. Simple things like, which hadn't been done maybe 10 years ago, like using 2 microphones to keep the audio from peaking out. There's a lot of major strides being made in terms of the technical ability of Nigerian filmmakers. Nigerian films are already the most watched films across the continent, and I expect that the audience for these films will only continue to increase as production quality improves.
Do you remember the film, the name of the film?
Well,
you can just take it on this production, on this talk
show.
I
don't know the name of the film. I'd have to ask him, but I can get back to you on that later if you'd like.
Yeah, this is Welcome to Nigeria television talk show with Kendrix, the U.S. Embassy political advisor here in Nigeria, the U.S. Embassy. This is Welcome to Nigeria television talk show. Stay with us.
Welcome to Nigeria, the land of the people. Visit Nigeria, see for yourself the wonders of life, rich and simple, valued and free. Welcome to Nigeria.
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 Nigeria is your home,
where life means so much.
You may live in the Americas.
Welcome to Nigeria.
Europe or Asia.
Welcome to Nigeria.
Far Eastern Africa.
Welcome to Nigeria.
Nigeria is your home,
the secret of Africa.